I just signed. Hi, my name is Audrey Fife in ASL. I love ASL and I practice it and research it all the time. It's very, very interesting. So, hi, my name is Audrey Fife and the goal of my speech is to inform you about me and to tell you some things about myself. So, I am a freshman at Edison State Community College. I am an online student. My major is criminal justice. My career field that I'm interested in is being a detective or maybe something in forensics. 3 career goals that I have for myself is to being able to interrogate suspects, solving cases, whether it's cold cases, current cases, any kind of cases, and to join the FBI someday. I know it's a lot, but I think it's worth it. My family has been very supportive in my career decisions. They've been supportive through my whole entire life, actually. My sister is 2 years younger than me. She is a sophomore at Global Impact STEM Academy. She will actually graduate high school with an associate's degree. My mom works from home, which is very nice. She is an accountant for a trucking company. And my dad, he works in Marysville at Honda, and he does the paint shop. He helps the robots paint the cars. So as you can guess, my dad is the car guy of the family. If we have any car questions, we go to him. Talking about family, they are actually one of my passions. I'm very passionate about my family. I was very lucky and fortunate enough to grow up in a loving family that was always together. My mom's side of the family, we would go out on Fridays, every single Friday, eat dinner. My dad's side of the family, every Sunday, eat dinner together. We were always together, my aunts, my cousins, my uncles, my grandparents. We always were together. We spend holidays together still. To this day though, we are a little bit spread out because as the cousins get older, we all have things to do. So it's a little hard to have family gatherings, but when we do have family gatherings, it is so special and I absolutely love it. Another passion I have is softball. I started playing softball when I was 5 years old and it was easily the best decision I have ever made. I love softball so much. It consists of my whole life. Like, it takes up so much of my life, but I don't mind. I am actually on the Edison State softball team, and when that day comes, I'm not looking forward to it, but when that day comes and I have to hang up my cleats for good, I plan on maybe coaching or maybe umpiring so I can still have it in my life. A third passion I have is loyalty. Loyalty is one of the most important things I think a person can have and show. Being loyal to a friend, a lover, a partner, a family member, I think is a good way to show that you really care about that relationship. I think being loyal shows that you want to continue the relationship and that you fully trust that person and that person can fully trust you. As I said, the goal of this speech is to tell you more things about me so you can learn some things about me. So in doing that, I am going to show you 3 objects that I think best describe me. The first object is a Polaroid camera. I chose this object because I love to live in the moment, but also capture the moment. I love taking pictures of when I'm with my friends, my family, events, everything, so that I can look back on it and relive that good memory. I love capturing memories. My second object is my all-state award that I won for my division softball in high school. I won this my senior year. I know it doesn't seem like a big award, whatever, but to me it is one of the most important and biggest accomplishments I have ever made. I worked so hard for this. All my 4 years, including sophomore year, which was COVID, I had to work so hard for this, and I finally got it my senior year. I think it shows that I am very determined, I'm hardworking, and that one of my passions is softball. The third item I'm going to show you is a jewelry box I had gotten when I was a child. I think this very much represents that I am a child at heart. I absolutely loved my childhood. I still do things I would do in my childhood today. I still get excited about things like Christmas, Halloween, the night before Christmas, New Year's Eve. Like I still watch little kids shows. Like I love like the nostalgic feeling of childhood, and I again was very, very thankful to have a good childhood. So I chose this because I think it signifies that I love my childhood. Now, I'm going to tell you some words that I think describe my self-concept. I divided this list up into negatives and positives, so I have 5 for each. My negative list is selfless. I see this as negative because I tend to put others' happiness before mine, even though I need to really start working on my own happiness and making myself happy. I also have insecure because I am very, very insecure. I have struggled with this for years, still trying to get over it. I am also an overthinker and a stressful person. When I overthink, I stress myself out. When I stress, I overthink. I overthink the smallest things ever that I do not need to overthink, but my mind still does it. The last word I have is clumsy. I am definitely one of the clumsiest people you will ever meet. I fall over my own feet. I fall over something that's not even there. I would love to learn how to not be clumsy, but I don't even know if that can be learned or taught. 5 positive words that I have for myself is open-minded. I'm a very open person. I love to try to see things from other people's perspectives and put myself in their shoes because I want to understand like the full circle. I think I'm a very positive person. I like to see the positive sides of things. Even if I'm in a bad place, I try to build myself way out of it by thinking of something positive, like look at the positive side, you know? Another thing is I'm organized. I have to stay organized with so many things, whether it's school supplies, my clothes, anything. It makes me feel like calm if my stuff is organized. I'm also very helpful to people. I love helping people, whether it's like small things like chores around the house or even big things out in public. And the last word I have is loyal. As I talked to you before, loyalty is one of the biggest things that I care about. Being loyal to my friends, my parents, my sister, my friends, family, like everyone is so important, so I try to stay true to that. One important human communication lesson that I was taught through a film is in the film The Hate U Give. There's a book and there's also a movie, so I'm going to be talking about the movie. This is a scene between the main character Star, whose friend was shot by a police officer in a when they pulled over. He went to grab a hairbrush, but the cops thought that he grabbed a weapon, so they shot him and killed him, thinking that they were going to shoot him, when in case it was not a weapon. So Star in this scene confronts her friend Haley, because Haley is, let me tell you that if you don't know this story, Star is an African-American girl and Haley is a white American. So Haley is having a conversation with Star, and Haley's saying all this racist stuff about Star's friend and that he deserved to be shot because in his hand any kind of thing would look like a weapon. So as Haley was saying this kind of things to Star, Star sees that she saw a hairbrush in Haley's book bag, so she went and grabbed the hairbrush and she started waving it around in Haley's face, like screaming at her till she got on the ground crying. Star was so serious when she was doing this. She threw the hairbrush down at Haley and she was like, "This is what it feels like. Now you know what it feels like." I took this scene as a good example of human communication because sometimes people don't realize the attitude or feeling that they're portraying when they're talking to someone else. Just like in texting, you can say one thing and mean something, and the other person receiving the text could interpret it as such a different way. So I think the scene portrays that Haley doesn't realize she's being racist, or if she does, she doesn't realize how hurtful it's coming out. So Star wants to show her, this is what it feels like when you do this to me. That's how I took the scene, and I think it's a great example of human communication. In conclusion, I just want to say that I think a good interpersonal goal for myself is to be able to work and communicate fluently and well with coworkers. This will come very in handy with what I want to do as a career, because someone's life could be in danger, my life can be in danger, or just a serious case in all. Being able to communicate well with your coworkers is such an important thing, so you can be on the same level. And a public speaking goal I have for myself is to being able to confidently state my opinion or give a speech to an audience. I want to be able to tell them how I really feel and be confident about what I'm saying so they get the full message. I hope you learned so many things about me, and if you haven't had more questions, don't freak out. Just ask me. I'm very open to answering any questions. I would like to thank you for taking your time and watching my video. I very much appreciate it. And in that note, I would like to end this speech with a quote. This quote is by author Sherry Hirsch. She once said, "If we plan, God laughs." I like to live by this because I see it as live every day by every day. Go with the flow. Take it day by day. If you try to plan your life, things are not going to turn out that way. I believe that God has a plan for everyone. And I think if he sees that you try to plan your whole life like a timeline, he just laughs because he knows that's not how it's going to work. It's not going to happen like that. I think that's why things happen unexpectedly, because you don't plan things that happen unexpectedly. They just happen. So then you have to go with it. You can't plan things like that. I think if we just take it day by day, live our life, it'll be so much calmer, and just trust. If we have trust in God, you know that things will happen. I believe that's why things happen for a reason. So maybe take this quote and try living just day by day. Don't plan too much. Don't stress yourself out like that. Thank you.